Hello again there folks, and welcome back to my channel. I am the Lone Adventurer, and today I'm playing Spires and Hildegard. And this is a game that I backed on Kickstarter, and I've been looking forward to it arriving for quite some time. It's the sequel to a game called Spires End, which I've never had the pleasure of playing, and I could have got a copy with my Kickstarter pledge, but I couldn't quite bring myself to spend that much money in one go at the time. So I've ended up with just the new game, which is Hildegard. I think the whole thing can theoretically be played through in a few hours. I guess it could be less time than that. I think it is possible to perish and to not reach a satisfying conclusion to the game. This is the first time that I've played it, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start this game in a video on screen, but it seems unlikely that I'm going to play through the whole thing and record the whole thing. Or maybe I will if my game is cut short and doesn't last that long. We'll just have to see how it goes. But I haven't played it before, so this is me playing the game for the first time. Let's see how it goes, shall we? Right, so the game is split into 4 chapters, and this is the first chapter. So there's 4 decks of cards, and this is the first deck. There is an instruction manual. There's not a huge amount in here. It's mostly explanations of the combat using the dice and a couple of other bits and pieces. But I think a lot of the rules and how the game plays comes through and is explained on the cards here. So the setup is very simple. You put the stuff nearby and you pop the first deck of cards in front of you, and then you are ready to begin. So it says begin here. Reveal one of the 3 starting cards. So we've got 3 starting cards. And we're just going to reveal one. There we go. Silver cap. Finally, you've found something. Nestled at the base of a rotten tree trunk is a silver cap mushroom. You're no expert forager, but this could be a good find. As you reach down to harvest the rare fungus, someone approaches. Hildegard, thank goodness I've found you. It's your first assignment, a delivery to Seacrest for the Baroness. Oyvind, another member of the Messengers Guild, hands you the package. I had half a mind to take it myself. I wish I was going to Seacrest, he whined. So we've got some instructions down here, and then we've got different options we can take and an indication of which card to use, to go to, depending upon which option we select. And down at the bottom we've got the name of an item, silver cap mushroom. So I think that means I can retain this card as an item for future use in the game. Gain 3 gold and 2 feats of marksmanship. Place the mushroom in your inventory. Pull cards 88, 89 and 90. So I need cards 88, 89 and 90. So let's flip these. Okay. So we've got our character card, and we've got a couple of items. So we've got a slingshot, which is our weapon, and then we've got a mysterious package. Right, shall we have a look at these one at a time? So the character card with the lovely art. There's not much on this card. We've got the character name, and we've got these slots here, which are for feats of marksmanship, which is one of the types of currency in the game, and you can use feats of marksmanship. I'm going to struggle to say that, it would appear, to help you in various ways during combat situations. So we've got a slingshot and pebbles. The slingshot is your most treasured possession, carved from the heart of a 1,000-year-old pine. With this slingshot you can roll the black wild die shot dice at the end of a set placed in your inventory. So there we go. To put something in the inventory we just pop it underneath like that. So that means we have access to the black wild shot dice when we are using our slingshot, and we've got a mysterious package. You pick up the package and turn it over. It's wrapped in paper with some light markings here and there. You don't recognise them. As much as you would like to give it a shake, you don't. Well, not yet. Wonder if you will ever know its contents. For now, it will remain a mystery. Place it in your inventory. Alright, so before we put this silver cap mushroom in our inventory, we need to decide which option we're going to go for. And I guess my options are to go somewhere called the mercantile, which I think is sort of related to merchants and whatnot, or I can go for some breakfast. Mercantile or breakfast? I think I'm going to go for the mercantile, so that's card 8. The mercantile. You enter the mercantile. The regular seedy bunch are milling about. You work your way up to the counter. Brisket, I'm heading out of town. Got anything good? So I guess brisket is whoever works in the mercantile. Here you can purchase goods with gold. Do I have some gold? Didn't it say? Oh, I forgot. It said on my starting card. Was this my starting card? No, my starting card was the silver cap mushroom. Right, so I need 3 gold. I'm guessing I'll use these gold coloured cubes to represent gold. And 2 feats of marksmanship. And I think I'm going to use the orange cubes for that. I might not continue to keep the inventory underneath Hildegard. We'll see how it goes, because those go on there, so it might start to get a bit fiddly. Right, so back to the mercantile. I can pull cards the 93, 94 and 95. Keep what you buy, return the rest of the deck. Okay, so I've got 3 gold to spend. Right, so we've got an enchanted botter bag, chestnut popper, and a grappling rope. Fantastic. Okay, and so we've got a 1 cost item, a 2 cost item and a 3 cost item. Chestnut popper. Brisket, the store owner, beams as you look over a nondescript chestnut on a leaf. What's this? You ask. A chestnut popper, handed over to me by mistake during a trade. You'd best not know the details. It can be used to... okay, so I guess we don't hear the rest of that. So, what? I don't know what a chestnut popper is. I don't know what it's useful for. But it's only costs 1. An enchanted botter bag. Menso, the grey oak's best leather worker, has been crafting these for 50 years. Water placed inside will always remain cool and fresh. This one looks like it's seen some action. I think it might have a fish in it. Or maybe that's just representative of the fact that you can put fish in it. Or a grappling hook, which sounds pretty useful, doesn't it? The rope has a sharp set of barbs on the end to climb up and down when hooked. Handy indeed. Okay, I think I'm just going to go for the grappling hook. So I'm going to spend all my money. Alright, so I guess we're done in the mercantile. So we can leave the mercantile by going to card 9. You might be able to hear fireworks in the back of this video. I'm filming this on the evening before fireworks night. Thieving scum. As you leave the Merc, you're bumped suspiciously in the side. Instinctively you check your bag. The package is gone. You spy someone running down the street. Thieving scum. Discard the mysterious package. Yeah, I think I'm going to start keeping my inventory separate so I don't have to keep getting it out from underneath there and disturbing these cubes. Right, discard the mysterious package. Okay, it's gone. Do I chase him through street market or cut him off through the bazaar? Okay, I think I'll cut him off through the bazaar. So I'm going to turn to card 17. Crack shot. Desperately, you race around the corner and find the assailant clear down the street. You must act fast. The thief will run beneath a large flower pot on a windowsill in a few more steps, then past a rickety fruit-filled wagon. A well-placed shot at the right moment could end this. Should I shoot the flower pot or shoot the wagon door? I'm going to go for the flower pot. I'm going to shoot the flower pot, which is card 18. Okay, so this is my first target. So we will need to use our slingshot. So it's actually, I guess, quite tricky. I think I chose the smaller target. I have got to make 4 bullseyes. I've got to have 4 successful bullseyes. The flower pot is teetering off the windowsill. Gravity is not on its side. You aim, feeling optimistic about your chances. So let me just show you this card first, and then we'll talk about targets. So as I said, we've got to get 4 bullseyes. An accuracy of 3 means that we roll 3 dice. And sets 4 means we have 4 opportunities to roll. So I might get a dice to track that actually, otherwise I'll forget. Over here we've got a bonus objective. If we get 5 bullseyes, we get a thingamabob. Keep forgetting the phrase, keep forgetting the word. A feat of marksmanship, one of those things that can be used for handy stuff. Over here, this shows us the different sides of the dice that we can use for success. And then down here, that's where you go for a hit, that's where you go for a miss. Right. So we're going to be rolling 3 dice. All the dice are the same, the regular ones that is. These ones are not. The bonus dice. There's a name for the bonus dice. Wild shot dice. So those ones are a little bit different, and we'll talk about those symbols, I think, as and when they actually come up in the game. But these dice are all the same. We've got 3 sides we can use to make targets. We can use this side, we can use this side, and we can use this side. So those are 3 sides. Obviously those 2 together, a dot in a circle, make a bullseye. This one here would have to be paired with another black side like that to make a bullseye. So, I don't know, it seems like a fairly challenging first target, but I do have 4 chances to do this. And you're able to finesse your target a little bit by re-rolling dice within those sets as well. So let's do it and you'll see how it works. So I'm going to do my first roll. Whoa, that's actually quite lucky. I've got myself a target. Now if I wanted to, I could re-roll this one, but actually on its own it's not going to be able to allow me to make an additional bullseye anyway. So, hey ho. Now, once you've finished with your regular dice, you get to roll your wild shot dice. So we're going to do that now. Maybe I should start using my dice tray, almost as if it's there for just such a purpose. But anyway, I rolled nothing. So in this first set, I've only got one successful bullseye. So I guess I'll track those using these orange cubes as well. So I've got one successful bullseye. Let's move those out there, then we can carry on. Okay, so that was my first set. So I'm going to move on to set number 2. Here we go. So a bit more difficult this time. This one cannot be used for anything, because if you remember, I can only use those 3 sides in this particular challenge. So I guess I will keep, and this is the way finessing works. What you do is every time you roll the dice, you have to keep at least 1, but then the others you can re-roll. So I'm going to re-roll these 2. I could have kept that one as well, and actually maybe I should. Should I keep 2? Ooh, because then that would give me a success, and that would give me a success. I think I'm going to re-roll 2. Ooh, that's rubbish. Okay, it doesn't really matter which one I keep, but I've got to keep 1. So now I've just got 2 of the dots, so I've got to roll a circle. Hey, and I have. Fantastic. Alright, so that's given me 1 bullseye, but I still get to roll my wild shot. And that's given me another bullseye. Fantastic. So that means I've got a total of 3 bullseyes at the moment. I've rolled 2 sets, I've got 2 sets more. So this is my 3rd set. Okay, not a great start, but I've got that one there. And then neither of these can contribute to a bullseye in this particular target challenge. Oh, that's a shame, isn't it? This is exactly the same as how it went last time. So that's nothing. I've got no bullseyes there, so I'm relying completely on my wild shot dice. Oh, and that's nothing as well. Man. Okay, so we're going on to my 4th and final objective. At this point, because it's starting to feel a bit racy to me, I'm going to check what I can do with these feats of marksmanship. Right, so I've got these advantages I can use here. Some of them only cost 1 feat of marksmanship, some of them cost 2 and 3, so obviously I can't do the one that costs 3 right now. I can hone, which means to add 1 shot dice on your next set. I can wild, to re-roll a wild shot on the set. I can add 1 bullseye for 2. Or I can add an additional set on a target for 2. Alright, so I mean, if things get desperate, then that is an option. I think I will actually, maybe this is being frivolous, I don't know, but I'm going to spend 1 of my feats of marksmanship, because I do feel like losing this package would be a bit of a shame. And so that will give me an extra dice in this set, and this set is the final set, so I have to get a bullseye or it's all over. Okay, I've got that one and I've got that one, so I will keep both of them, I think. Oh, that's a real shame. Okay, so I've got to keep 1 of those blank dice, which means I've only got 1 to go. And it's just a balls. Man, alright. Okay, so now I am relying entirely on my wild shot. Oh. Well, that sucks, doesn't it? That sucks. So I've failed my first objective, my first target. Ah, what a shame. Okay, So that is a miss. Alright, so let's check out card 20 to see what happens with a miss. The shot snaps and you watch it miss. The thief turns another corner. You've lost him. Your first actual delivery is lost before you even left town. Not the best start to becoming a decorated grey oaks messenger. It's been a family tradition for more than 150 years. Hopefully you can keep this mess up. Hopefully you can keep this mess up under wraps. Maybe a life of high adventure just wasn't meant to be. But you know what is. Another pint at the Hungry Hog. It's nearly lunch. Ending 1. Well, there you go. That was my first playthrough of Hildegard. I can't believe it was that short. Obviously, I'm going to have another go. I'm going to have another go straight away. But we will split it off into a second video. And yeah, do it again, I think. Hope you enjoyed that. At least that gave you an introduction to how the system works, showed you how a target card is attempted and failed. Never mind. Onwards and upwards, as they say. Please do join me in the next one, in which hopefully I'll get a little bit further into the world of Spires and Hildegard. Bye for now.